In today's video, I will analyze the most powerful ninjas without gifts or genetics. That is to say, the Jinchuriki, characters with transplants, the Otsutsuki, and clans from the Sage of Six Paths, such as the Senju, Uchiha, Uzumaki, and Hyuga clan are excluded. We start at the 10th spot with one of the least loved characters, but Sakura is a Kunoichi with brutal strength thanks to the training she received from her teacher Tsunade. She is also an excellent medical ninja and possesses the 100 healings, a type of skill that can only be used by ninjas with excellent chakra control. It has the ability to release the skill to noticeably increase their physical abilities such as their speed and strength. It also increases the power of the jutsu in addition to having recovery abilities. Taking the 9th spot is a much loved character, Jiraiya. He's a clear example that training and determination can take you very far since his abilities were at the level of a Kage. During the Second Great Ninja War, he was proclaimed Sannin by Hanzo of the Salamander due to an epic battle alongside his companions Tsunade and Orochimaru. But if we have to highlight his greatest ability, it is the Imperfect Sage mode, which gives him extraordinary strength, capable of defeating a path of pain, and it is arguable to say that he did not die because he was weaker than pain, but only because he was taken by surprise, which is why the Pervy Sage holds our 9th spot. Coming in at our 8th spot, being a Sannin himself, Orochimaru, a genius shinobi who since childhood has been a prodigy. His special ability is immortality and the power of the white snake. Some will say that Orochimaru should not be in this list, but Orochimaru does not have any DNA from any clan coming from the Sage of Six Paths. He has, however, made his own modifications to it. Before that, he was already a great ninja and aspired to be the 4th Hokage. So over at NinjaScale, we believe he belongs in this list. Next with our 7th spot is the 3rd Hokage, Hiruzen Sarutobi. Being the master of the aforementioned Sannin, he was trained by the 1st and 2nd Hokage. He was also known as the Professor as he knew every jutsu in Konoha. Let's remember that in his 70s he was able to defeat Orochimaru, who was using Edo Tensei Hashirama and Tobirama. Many could say this was the first high-level combat we see in the series. Hiruzen has stated that if he had been 10 years younger, he could have sealed Orochimaru's full body. He was also able to expel Kurama from the limits of Konoha, thanks to the Monkey King Enma and his adamantian staff form. Hiruzen was one of the most talented ninjas we have seen, but we never got to see his full potential as we only really saw the Hokage during his elder years, although it is said that in his prime he was even more powerful than in his fight against Orochimaru. In our 6th spot, we have Kisame. The now deceased member of the Akatsuki had the ability to merge with his sword Samehara, which gave him the ability to breathe underwater and swim at high speeds. His abilities are based upon water style, and he's one of the best users we see in the series, as he was able to create immense waves which immobilized his opponents, not to mention having enough chakra to be called the Tailed Beast. He was without a doubt one of the most loyal Akatsuki members, as he preferred to take his own life rather than be captured and interrogated. Taking our 5th spot is the 3rd Raikage, one of the strongest taijutsu and lightning release users in all of the Naruto verse. Like his son, he possesses great speed, but was known most for his incredible strength. His most powerful technique is the Hell Stab, whereby he concentrates a considerable amount of lightning chakra into the fingertips of his single hand. With the one-fingered assault, he was capable of cutting off all 8 of the 8 Tails' tails. The 3rd Raikage died while fighting 10,000 shinobi to save his comrades. It was said that his body could not be destroyed, and after 3 days of fighting, he died only because of exhaustion. We continue to the 4th spot, Oniki, the 3rd Tsuchikage. Despite his old age and being physically weak, he's a really powerful shinobi, capable of using fire, wind, earth, lightning, and yang releases. Combining fire and earth, he is capable of forming the advanced nature of lava element, while combining fire, wind, and earth forms the dust element, which allows him to pulverize his enemies at the molecular level. In the Battle of the 5 Kages against Madara, Oniki was the one who resisted the most and had the strongest will. We enter the top 3 with a shared position belonging to Mu and Gengetsu. The 2nd Tsuchikage and Mitsukage share a position because both died in combat, taking the life of the other. Mu is able to fly as well as become invisible. He is a sensory type ninja and holds the ability of using dust release. On the other hand, Gengetsu is a member of the Hozuki clan, making water his most prominent release, which he could use to transform his body into a liquid state like Sugetsu. He in addition possessed the Kekkei Genkai to control oil. He bases his combat on a genjutsu using a giant clam in which concealed his true presence. Both Mu and Gengetsu proved to be Kages with a higher level than the Kages of the Naruto Shippuden era, seeing as to defeat Mu and Gengetsu it took Naruto, Gaara, and Oniki. So these Kages share a 3rd spot, as they are inseparable in power level. In our 2nd spot, we have someone very dear, Minato Namikaze, the 4th Hokage, and Yellow Flash of the Leaf. Minato surpassed his predecessors Jiraiya and Hiruzen at a very young age. He was a shinobi without Kekkei Genkai, and without having a renowned surname. Seeming like a typical run-of-the-mill shinobi, when in reality, this ninja was a prodigy. He became a legend at a very young age. Minato was a genius, so smart and skilled that he mastered and improved the 2nd Hokage's Flying Raijin Jutsu, and ultimately made it his own, making him faster than both the 3rd and 4th Raikage. He was the creator of the Rasengan, which is still an advanced jutsu in Boruto's era. He was able to defeat Obito, even with his perfected Kamui. His death, however, was untimely. He managed to steal the 9 tails and protect the leaf. I suppose you can already imagine who takes our number 1 spot, the youthful Might Guy. His skill in taijutsu surpasses that of the Raikages, and anyone else in the series for that matter. Proving his strength by humiliating our 6-spot Kisame, he was able to put up a fight against the 10 Tails Jinchuriki Madara, and do a little damage using the 8th gate. Guy is a character without gifted powers, talent in ninjutsu or genjutsu, and he doesn't come from a famous clan. He was useless since childhood, but due to his hard work, extensive training, and perseverance, and overall heart did he become the most powerful taijutsu user of all, with the title given to him by Madara Uchiha himself. That's all for today's video. Make sure to leave in the comments if there's any ninja that you think belonged in this list that we didn't include. If you like this video, you can watch this one, or you can simply click on this Power Levels playlist. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that post notification bell to be notified every time we upload, and I'll see you in another video. Goodbye.